Hello, have you been thinking about possibly replacing your electric wheelchair? Well, I'm David at Vivid Care and I'm a product specialist, and I'm going to talk you through some of that today and what you could possibly expect from an assessment. So they could be for anybody really, because we do such a range of different wheelchairs within the Permobil range of chairs. It could be anybody from a first-time user, somebody's first chair, or it could be very much somebody's, just a change of chair, and particularly where Permobil work really well is if you've got a progressive condition, because they can meet the needs all the way through and adapt and change as your condition does. Yeah, so I'd always tend to have a phone call with the client initially or with their family and discover, first of all, things that I would need is generally height and weight is obviously very helpful. Then I'd have a conversation through obviously what type of condition you have. If you've got a chair at the moment as well, it's really useful for me to kind of discover a little bit what's worked really well about that chair and perhaps what you'd like to improve. And then obviously that gives me the best possible place then to, when I come out for the assessment, to bring a chair that's set up, there or thereabouts, and then obviously we can make tweaks on the day. Yeah, absolutely. So usually what we'd do is obviously I'd come into the property, have that initial discussion, maybe go a little bit deeper into what we want to achieve with the chair, and obviously the fact that then I can see your home environment as well, where you might want to be using the chair, is very helpful. I generally then tend to take a few measurements, have a look at chairs that I've brought along and see if we need to make any adjustments, and then ultimately just go from there and start to trial a chair and see how that goes. Yeah, so generally speaking, a home assessment is what we offer. So we offer a no obligation home assessment where I'd come out, tends to be the best option because often people are obviously using that chair within that property as well, so that can be quite an important thing to do. However, if it's easier, we have a showroom based at Wetherby, which is nicely located for the motorways, so if you wanted to come in here for an initial assessment, that works as well. We do also offer video assessments, so obviously there's only a certain amount we can discover from that initially, just because you can't try the chairs of course over a video assessment, but we're more than happy again if you'd like to book one of those in, just to have that kind of initial discussion, then with the thought of booking a further assessment down the line. Yeah, so after the assessment I would tend to go away then, obviously put together a detailed kind of recommendation and quotation to send to yourself. I can obviously send this either directly to yourself, or whether there's involvement with an occupational therapist as well, I can send it on to them of course. And then really, from that point onwards, once, if you decided you wanted to go ahead, we would then, place the order and then obviously organise to come back out, deliver the chair and obviously set things up for you. So the great thing about ourselves as a company is obviously there's myself who looks after the postural and the setup side of things, but then once the chair's delivered, we're always very much there for you. So whether that be a phone call in a week or whether that might be another visit in a year, we're always here to help out. We've also then got engineers that offer the backup maintenance side of things, so if it's not something postural, we'll have the engineers that can come out to you if you've got any technical difficulties with the chair. So hopefully that explains a little bit about how a wheelchair assessment works, and as explained, Vivid Care can offer that free and no obligation assessment with a link in our bio to book if you wish.